You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible.
Folks, I came across this video. Y'all know I don't waste no time watching Fox News. But I came across this video. Shannon Watts, of course, who is a huge advocate for gun rights. I mean, huge advocate for gun control. My Lord. Okay, Mom's Demand. Y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. She posted this video. And when I say I absolutely cracked up laughing, you know, we always talk about what happened when the planters rode with those long rifles in Sacramento in the state capitol. Them white folks moved real quick to ban those guns in state capitol. This was an interview that she did with Ed Henry, Kelly Loeffler, of course, United States Senator from Georgia. Y'all, this is just hilarious. Watch.
Not every day you see people carrying long guns in big cities in America. What is happening on the streets of Atlanta this morning?
Well, Ed, this is totally unacceptable. We cannot allow mob rule. We're a nation of the rule of law, and this is exactly what will happen if we defund the police. And that's exactly what the Democrats want to do. They have a move to defund, to dismantle law enforcement. I have stood strong with law enforcement from day one. I've recently introduced legislation that penalizes states and municipalities that move to defund without a budgetary reason by withholding federal highway safety transportation funds. So I stand strong with law enforcement. We need to bring the Justice Act to the floor. We need to have that debate. Our country expects us to do that.
I'll get to that bill in a moment. But in the meantime, when you've got people with 12-gauge shotguns saying, we're keeping the police out, you know, what in the world do you do about that? It has to make people wonder at a time when we keep hearing about sick calls in the Atlanta Police Department, some police officers not wanting to come to work because they don't think local officials have their backs.
Well, this is exactly what I've been warning about with the defund the police movement. It hurts all communities. It hurts everyone in our country when we don't have law and order, when we have mob rule. This is the vision that the Democrats have for our country. It's a great example of why we need to move this bill to the floor, why we need to stand strong with strengthening law enforcement, to rooting out bad apples. Everyone wants that. We all agree. And this can't be politicized. We've got to protect our citizens.
Well, on your last point there, we thought there was agreement potentially on police reform after these tragic deaths in Atlanta, Minneapolis, other places. Obviously, Democrats have been saying we need to pass this police reform bill. Now yourself, Tim Scott, and other Republicans have put their plan out.
I don't recall Kelly Loeffler, Reese, saying yet when white folks in Michigan and Wisconsin and Georgia and Texas were parading around with their guns at the state capitol, when they were inside of the Michigan State Capitol, blocking folks from getting to the governor's office.
And in the police officers' faces, shouting them down. They were armed. None of them got shot. None of them even got roughed up. And so Republicans are exposing themselves for the hypocrites that they are. Yeah, those black folks with them big-ass guns look very scary to these white Republicans. They look very scary to these white nationalists, that their mob rule is being threatened because they do not want to see black people rise up and exercise their constitutional rights to bear arms. And so, yeah, they can have these folks that are just simply standing there. They're not committing any crimes. They're exercising their constitutional rights, which the Republicans are supposedly for. That looks scary to them. Well, that looks a lot more reassuring to me than all those white folks on the armed in these capitals talking about don't wear a mask and we need to end the quarantine.
And here we go, Erica. This is the video in Michigan. Look, we got fatigues. My man that got his gun. And, I didn't hear Kelly and Fox News saying mob rule.
No, because those are the same listeners of Fox News. And it's so interesting to hear Kelly Loeffler talk about law and order. She is the richest person in Congress, and this is the same person whose investigation around insider trading was politely folded up by the Department of Justice. So where was the law and order around her insider trading when she got that Senate coronavirus briefing and then magically sold a lot of stock? So what we're hearing is more of the same, of Republicans talking in sound bites, talking about really when Black people stand in their power, how that then threatens white rule. And I'm glad. I cannot wait to continue to see more Black people stand in their power, more Black folks make sure that they are going to get weapons training if they've not gotten weapons training. Stand in your political power, because as you saw in the video that you just showed, white people continue to do that. They spit, they share their droplets, and you see law enforcement does not engage them in the same way that they do with Black folks. So really, Kelly Loeffler, and really glad that that seat that she was appointed to is definitely one that's a hotly contested seat in Georgia, somebody who is deserving, who is not just someone who happens to be married to the president of the New York Stock Exchange, just has that kind of like, wealth ability to be able to assume the seat, but someone who actually is for the people, that would carry the message for the people to the halls of the Senate.
Greg, oh my God, look at those Black people with those big guns. Well, look at these white people in Michigan with the big guns. What about iPad? Look at that, Greg. I mean, goodness. I'm sorry. Look like the white folks in Michigan had ordered from the same big gun place as the Black folks, but no. When the Negroes go get big guns, we got to pass some laws.
Well, brother, the anchor there,
Ed Henry,
had the fear in his voice that remember when Robert Williams told the story about how in North Carolina, when the white boys showed up with their guns, and then Robert and Mabel Williams and all them had their guns, that they made them so nervous that the white police dropped their guns out of fear. That story, by the way, is in this book right here, Negroes with Guns. This is the book, 1962. Robert Williams says, "Why do I speak to you from exile?" Because he was in Cuba, he and Mabel Williams. "Because a Negro community in the South took up guns in self-defense against racist violence and used them. I am held responsible for this action, that for the first time in history, American Negroes have armed themselves as a group to defend their homes, their wives, their children in a situation where law and order had broken down and the authorities could not or would not force and protect American citizens." This is what Robert Williams said finally. "I accept this responsibility and I am proud of it." Hey, Fox News, come on, baby. If we must die, let us nobly die. But what did Robert Williams and them find out? When we pulled our guns out, them white boys got so scared they dropped their guns. And like Erica said, we're going to have to deal with Kelly Loeffler in a few months. You got a brother coming on in a minute that's going to whip her like she stole something. So,
all right, folks, back to our Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment.
All right, fam, the folks at Ceek.com, founded by Mary Spio, a sister, of course. She is the inventor, the creator of these devices, this virtual reality headset right here. You saw it in the video there. And also these 360-degree 4D headphones. You can actually get these with a discount because they partner with us at Roland Martin Unfiltered. Right here, here's the code, RMVIP2020, RMVIP2020. First of all, folks, the headsets are phenomenal. The headphones are absolutely phenomenal. And of course, the VR headset is great because you just pop your phone, put it into the device, and you can actually see video in virtual reality. So it's real cool. Go to Ceek.com, 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 and use the promo code RMVIP2020.